Also, real quick, I had to, you know, take a visit to the dentist, you know, so we can take care of them chops. We are still in process, so I just want y'all to bear with me. All right, thank you. It's like 1, 2, 3, oh yeah. Who is Durand, man? Durand is a multifaceted, very colorful, very eccentric, patient, intentional, necessary, musical entity. In the song of melody, I'm coming from the perspective of the melody in the first verse. The melody is kind of venting about being in these abusive relationships with singers who have all these tricks and technique, but they're not allowing the melody to just be. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put myself out there. I used to whoop the hell out of the melody's ass. Definitely Melody would have pressed charges on me and put a restraining order on me a long time ago. But I have a better understanding about my voice and what I can do. And that was also coming from a place where I was just learning how to do certain things with my voice. I was really excited about it and I, you know, did it a lot. But now I found a happy medium where we can sprinkle some of that, but also, like I said, let people hear my voice.
He's not afraid to like break the mold and do things his way. So like most of our looks are kind of like out there and they're against what men typically wear now and today. So his style is very true to him, which is amazing because I personally love it because we get to have fun. But piggybacking off what he just said, like that's why the outfit is kind of more glamorous than what you will see the regular guy wear.
So for the longest, I have just identified as myself because I was still trying to figure out what I would like, what I don't like. And even though I found my preference, I still felt like labeling myself would contradict certain things. So, as of recent, I realized that the word queer best represents myself because it allows me to have a community to be a part of, but it does not confine me to certain practices, if you know what I mean. So, the inspiration behind this piece and the voguing altogether for me was the celebration of being free, the celebration of knowing exactly what it is that you're doing and you don't have to think about it. Kind of like your walk, you know? It's like, I don't have to think about walking. I can just stride, you feel what I'm saying? So now that I have that, I don't have to look down at the ground. I'm not tripping over shit. It's like I have surety, if that is a word, of just where I'm going and how I'm delivering it. So it's like, bitch, we free and we got structure, but more freedom than the structure. When we're talking about the melody or a melody, it would be something like, they'll comprehend once you find the right melody. That's a melody. Now, if you're going to be busy with it, then you're going to add all these extra notes and undertones and all that other kind of shit. That's deriving from the melody and beating it, especially at the beginning of the fucking song. So let it breathe before you get busy, is what I mean.
I was going to say, can we get an example of doing some beating up the melody?
I can just play my Pretty Wings cover and we can call it a day. We can just do that. We can add that clip in and, cause, ooh, like show off. far as what the cocoon represents, it represents my comfort zone. Anyone's comfort zone, actually. And your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. So it's just about having the desire to step outside of that and see what other ways can I grow? Because this is cool, but I don't ever want to be content with where I am. But then you finally break out of it, and then you have this liberation where you're free.
We are in the cocoon section. I was gonna wear a white jockstrap, but they said that the jockstrap was a bit too revealing in the thin material. So we had to just go balls to the wall, Ashe. And I'm so glad that I took a shower so I would not be offending anybody, okay?
I feel that my evolution into my identity has inspired the people around me to be themselves, to tap into some things that they might have thought that wasn't there. Maybe inspire people not to second guess themselves, and also to know that they're enough. And also just being sure. I think that's the most important thing for me, having a self-centered awareness. And self-centered, and I use that not in the sense of I only think about myself, but literally being centered, like at the core of who I am, having a peace, literally. And it cannot be tampered with.
Okay. Right. Okay. That's what we got. It's coming together. I appreciate it, man. Come on, man. We good. One video down, one more to go. Melody, video 1, it's a wrap. All right. Okay. Listen, it takes forever.
I gotta give a shout out to Avia, because he's the one who was like, Durand, he was like, this music is beautiful, but what is going on with these melodies? Like, what is happening? Like, we need to structure this a little bit differently. And so once I got that, I'm like, that's what it was this whole time. Because when you create something and it's, personal to you, it feels good to you, but it's like, I need it to feel good to everybody else as well.
But when you create something that's personal to you, it's so personal to you that when somebody else say, hey, it could use a little more salt, it's giving bit.
And see,
but how did you not take? Because that could have went real left.
Absolutely, and that has been told to me, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And he had a way with his language to give me that criticism constructively and with kindness, and understands where I'm coming from. So that was the main thing. When you have people that understand your vision, then it's easy to piece it all together. So that's what I'm really grateful for.